Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Cataclysm this time, hitting you all with a new type of series. Aside from my Fellstrife up here, who I've been using for primarily streaming reasons in preparations of getting into the Mist Classic stuff. I have decided that I was going to bring back a channel classic. Yes, a channel classic. So, for those who do not know, because it has been some time ago, and it has been almost 2 years since I had a character by this name, and a troll of this stature. He is classic, and I used to do videos for hardcore. I cleaned out all my videos that was already on this channel in favor of a hardcore series, wanting to do hardcore. In my efforts of doing such things, I created myself a troll warrior to run through hardcore. I only made it up to Stone Talon level 27 before I perished in the mines, fighting for the sake of a goblin who was telling me to protect him from the kobolds, and I perished there on that day. The unfortunate truth of the matter is that he died. And now I am bringing him back into Classic Cataclysm instead of another hardcore series. I debated on whether it be a warrior again or I should do a death knight, but since I did not perish in the Plague Lands, where it would have made sense because classic hardcore was before Wrath of the Lich King. And since I am not in Wrath of the Lich King, obviously, because I missed out, because I didn't think about it then. So, I am going to just log in. This is fresh. And we'll start our journey. Again, the revival of a classic channel character.
Exiled years ago from their lands in Stranglethorn Vale, the dark-speared trolls attempted to make a new life for themselves amongst the disparate races of the Horde. Under the leadership of the noble war chief Thrall, Vol'jin and his savage trolls had at last found the honor and purpose they had been searching for. But now, under the rule of the headstrong Garrosh Hellscream, the trolls fear that the Horde could tear itself apart. Vol'jin knows that whatever threats loom ahead, whether they be from within the Horde or from without, it is cunning trolls like you who will fight to preserve the honor of the Horde.
Yes. So, with that story given to us, we are awakening once more. Reincarnated, even. For the service of the Horde once more.
Let's crack some tiki target skulls.
I forgot about that guy, I'll be honest with you. So, as I've said in my last video, I was planning on doing this. I don't have any heirlooms for this guy at all. So we have to rely solely on the choice journeys to give us our experience. Which I'm fine with.
Somewhere in the grounds here. I'll catch you later, man.
Which I am fine with, obviously. I like to get the full experience of leveling, but the heirlooms do make it faster and easier. So, since this series is more of a filler series, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to matter very much whether how fast I go or not. So, yes. I will be doing this as filler alongside my streams. Also just get a new series. That way, you guys can get a little bit more from me rather than just pure Ascension and stuff. So, it would be, I'm working on it, guys. Needless to say, I'm working on it. And I am definitely going to go really hardcore into Mists of Pandaria, because it's definitely one of my favorites. So, do expect a lot of streams, a lot of videos, and all that kind of stuff when it comes out. So, just keep that in mind, you know. Definitely something to keep in mind. And, yes, a little bit of history. So, a long time ago, this warrior was, obviously, as I've said before, He was a hardcore character of mine. I did a lot of hardcore videos back in the day. You can actually go back and see these hardcore videos on my channel. If you like to peruse the old stuff. It's long form content. It's definitely hours long. There are pretty much streams that I did on Twitch that I imported over here to YouTube because I thought it was better to do it that way. My internet sucked at the time too, so it was easier for me to export Twitch stream VODs over to YouTube. It was faster to do that way than to make an hour-long, 2-hour-long, 3-hour-long video and waiting almost 7 hours for it to upload, versus me doing it directly from Twitch and only taking like 15-30 minutes. So it was a different time then. My microphone really sucked, so it's not as loud as it is right now. But regardless, I did do a lot of experimentation back in the day, trying to get as much attention to my channel as I could in the early goes, but obviously your early throws don't really do so well. So they don't have the attention or the viewership like these videos that I've been coming out with have been. So if you'd like to see some channel history, there it is in the back. My troll here was actually the one that got the highest amount of levels. I did a couple series, but it was this guy, this troll, who had the most levels, the most progress finished. So yeah, it's a little look back on look backsies on what I did back then. I didn't really have too much to talk about back then too, because I didn't have a viewership and I didn't really get comments or anything like that. And I really didn't have much to talk about then. It was really awkward for me. I was a little more awkward then. Not like I am now. So, I'm following still in the same philosophy of that hardcore character, where most of the gear I actually ended up making for blacksmithing, I wore, because that was how Classic was. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing. But, honestly, yeah, Cataclysm was one of those expansions where you could do it like that. You could go like that. But well, quest gear is a lot better in this expansion versus the previous ones, because the big world overhauls and stuff really screwed things up when it came down to choice. So I think I am going to do blacksmithing and mining for this character. I will be wearing what I can wear and selling what I don't need. I can tell you there'll probably be a lot of replacements and stuff, especially when I hit 15 and dungeons start becoming a prevalent thing for me to do. I will probably try to run dungeons once. Probably not the specific dungeons, probably in the early go, but I am going to try and aim to do one dungeon unique all the time. So like Ragefire once, Wailing Caverns once, Shadowfang Keep once. Just keep things once so things don't get too stale. That's the thing about my Ascension series that I kind of get aggravated about, is the fact that I can't control it. You know, I cannot control what dungeon I'll be getting into, which kind of does irritate me a little bit.
There be no question why, Garrosh. He gave you the title because you be Gram's son, and because the people be wanting a war hero. I think you be more like your father than you thought, even without the demon blood.
You are lucky that I don't gut you right here, whelp. You are foolish to think you can speak to your war chief in such ways.
You'll be no war chief of mine. You not earn my respect, and I'll not be seeing the Horde destroyed by your foolish thirst for war.
And what exactly do you think you're going to do about it? Your threats are hollow. Go slink away with the rest of your kind to the slums. I will endure your filth in my throne room no longer!
I know exactly what I'll be doing about it, son of Hellscream. I'll watch and wait as your people slowly become aware of your ineptitude. I'll laugh as they grow to despise you, as I do. And when that time comes, that your failure is complete and your power is meaningless, I will be there to end your rule, swiftly and silently. You will spend your reign glancing over your shoulder and fearing the shadows. For when the time comes and your blood be slowly draining out, you will know exactly who fired the arrow that pierced your black heart.
You have sealed your fate, troll.
And you yours, War Chief.
Okay.
How can old Vol'jin hit a
So,
dark spear only because I led them here? Orgrimmar be no home, long as it be under Hellscream's hand. Still I fear I was letting my temper drive me to being rash. Thrall devoted himself to making the Horde what it is, so I've no eagerness to be leaving it on a whim. This will be needing much more thought. But these be worries for older minds. You still have much to learn. Go help the people of the Dark Spear. I'm sure we'll be speaking again real soon.
yeah, this was around the time when Garrosh went a little crazy. Instead of holding people together through diplomacy, he was holding people together through war. Which is not really a good way of doing things, in my opinion. But that was during this time period. I wasn't too keen on the whole actual schism during Mist. I really hated how they made Garrosh into an actual asshole. Like, worse than here. Garrosh in this time period was a little bit more traditional. He learned a lot. I think it was due to the death of Bane that kind of made him go, not Bane, death of Karen that made him go kind of batty a little bit. Because it wasn't really, he did not know what the Grim Totem was doing, which I know he was knowing what was going on. But I kind of liked him. I liked that show of strength. The Horde needed somebody who was hardcore to keep things in line rather than letting everybody do their own thing. Which, autonomy is great and all, but when you have the undead trying to revive people with with the agents of, Lich King's agents, the Valkyrie, I can see where he can get a little aggravated about that. Like, we just beat these guys down for the crimes that they committed against the living, and here you are using it. Like, he calls it out. He doesn't call out any Blood Elf or Tauren. The only thing that I think he was a bit mad about with the Tauren was the fact that Magatha did not achieve her coup to allow the Grim Totem in, which would have given Garrosh a pretty big warband, which I actually supported. I support the Grim Totems. I love the Grim Totem tribe. I did a lot of roleplay back in the day when Cataclysm came out, where I was a Grim Totem Tauren, and I did that whole bit. It was really fun then. The trolls, he just wished Vol'jin would not just fall in line, but rather, like, work with him a little bit. And, of course, Vol'jin, being Vol'jin, was pretty much an antithesis to Garrosh and was like, no, I'm not going to do what you say. I'm being rebellious. And Garrosh is like, listen, just fall in line. Just work with me here. There would be no problem. That was his bit with that. But Vol'jin being like, you're not Thrall, I don't have to respect you, I don't have to respect anything, and I have my own perspective. Of course, Vol'jin only felt that way because of the death of Karen, which is understandable, but I don't care. around Cataclysm, I was a big Horde player, so I was definitely on the side of Garrosh. When Mists of Pandaria came out, I really critiqued the story. I don't think there was any reason. I don't think there was any reason for Garrosh to just
You finished with your
turn
training
like
too?
that.
Glad you make it
And they
through.
just played it off like, oh, the old gods was telling him what to do. I'm like, no. No. Because Yasharaj had
I
no
know this is
connection.
probably busy work, but I don't mind.
I don't
These
like this
baby
NPC.
raptors are cute little devils.
I don't care. So, Garrosh was not influenced by the old gods back here in Orgrimmar, because if that was the case, then it would have happened. It would have happened a long time ago. Before then.
Try not to
But
make
it
me
wasn't.
look too bad, eh?
So, I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. I hate that excuse. It is a shitty excuse.
Be seeing ya.
But that's just me.
Spirits be with ya.
I did not mean to fight the raptors, but I am fighting the raptors.
Do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Okay. Let's see. We gotta go over here to this island. So, essentially, I was pretty big on it. I didn't like the fact that they turned Garrosh into an evil individual like that. I definitely, the Magar questline put in perspective, like, it was so stupid. They shouldn't have done it because the bronze dragon that leads you through the Magar questline, he literally was like, this Garrosh was one Garrosh of many universes, but this was the only one that was evil, while the other ones were champions of the Horde, and heroes, and the Unifier, and I'm like, well, how come we didn't get that fucking guy? Right? How come we didn't get that fucking guy? I would love that guy. We wouldn't have had the Sylvanas storyline like we did, and things would have probably been a lot smoother. But good God, like, what the fuck happened? Like, why do we have to be different? So dumb. It was dumb. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty dumb.
Need more rage. Do that yet.
Alright.
Not enough rage.
The corruption. My stats are reduced. No! I need my stats. Alright.
I need to get closer. Ability isn't ready yet.
Oh yeah, I have quite a bit of transmog that I'll be definitely doing. I'll probably, you know what? I probably will still do some sort of angle with like him being raised from the dead. Cause I think that's a good, you know, I like that idea. So if I get a full set of armor, I think I'll just give him a Death Knight looking transmog to make it look like he was once dead and now risen back as an agent of chaos and destruction kind of deal. I think that would be cool. I like to do a little roleplay with some of my series. Because I got TRP. So I might actually do that either on stream or a video where I would just fill out my TRP, kind of go through some ideas, show you guys how the roleplay process actually works in World of Warcraft, so that maybe if you are inspired to play on a RP server or want to get into something like that, there's an option for you through my video. Or you can just look up other, you know, roleplay YouTubers and stuff like that and get, you know, your stuff from there. But I'm a little bit more grounded, I guess, in the here and now rather than do a PowerPoint presentation like they do. I'm not throwing shade. It's just when I was learning roleplay, I watched those videos and I was like, it was just one of those things where I was like, good God, it's just sitting through a PowerPoint presentation.
Later.
It was,
Be seeing ya.
I critique PowerPoint presentations. Swear to God I do. I critique them the hell and back because I think it's redundant. I think it's useless. Absolutely. Alright, there's Swiftclaw, I need you. Need Swiftclaw to come with me. Alright, let's turn him in. turn into Bozo. So I do have some, you know, some pieces of gear here that are pretty much Scream's Death Knight. And I think I want to do that eventually when I get there. I think I need to get plate transmog though. Plate to transmog. Not just chainmail. So I probably won't be able to get anything till like 40. Level 40. If I had heirlooms though, having heirlooms would have changed that.
How you doing, man? Bye-bye now.
Alright, let's get that. Let's get this gear going. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Here.
How you doing, man? Hello, man.
Grab that raptor.
So fast. Save some for me, man.
I really hate that NPC. That's the one thing about the Troll Throwing Zone that I hate is that guy, Zuni. I hate Zuni. Zuni is so annoying. I know there are some people out there that like Zuni, but I hate Zuni. It just does not sound real. At all. Alright.
How you doing, man?
Breaking the line.
Spirits be with you, man. Later. Spirits be with you.
Oh
man.
yeah, I forgot to say that. I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday and a Monday and everything
I
else.
caught up with ya. Let's
I
stick
forgot that
together
today is
here,
supposed to
okay?
be Wednesday when this comes out, so hey. We've made it halfway through the week, fellas.
Oi, man. It reeks of bad fish in here.
I did not ask you to fight that guy, dude. But sure. I could not reach that person. Alright. He does a lot of damage. That's pretty crazy. He does a lot of damage. Alright. So, I think what I'm gonna do is get rid of Joyous Journeys. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. I thought about going to town to get rid of it and to just go the normal way. That way I can experience every zone for you guys to the fullest extent without out-leveling it or outpacing it like I did with my Warlock on my streams and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it though. Really thinking about it. So I'll probably leave it on until I receive at least a few bit of comments about it. So I'll leave it up for you guys to decide whether I keep this Joyous Journeys in or I should just let it ride out. Or let it ride out. I mean, it does mean that I can fully experience the zones. I can get the money from these zones. And also take my time through to do professions and stuff. And maybe sell stuff on the auction house that will benefit me and all that kind of stuff. And probably allow me to get money. Because I can tell you right now, just spamming dungeons does not give you enough money. Hell, on my Warlock, I sold 55 turtle meat and made like 150 some gold. So, I mean, really, it's professions that are going to really probably carry me through. That'll probably carry me through. So I'll probably do blacksmithing and mining, level up my blacksmithing, level up my mining, probably sell the excess materials on the auction house to see what happens. Hopefully provide me with something good.
Be seeing ya.
Alright, here we go. Time to face off with the Naga Sea Witch that is controlling these Naga forces. And this should be the last quest in the starting zone for the trolls. So we just gotta talk and say, hey.
You come to consult the spirits?
You come to consult the spirits.
You were foolish to come here, Sea Witch. You escaped our vengeance once, but the Dark Spear tribe will not abide your trespassing again.
You are weak, Vulcan, like your father was weak. Today, I will finish what I started long ago. The Dark Spear shall be wiped from existence.
So, we don't have to fight her directly. We just gotta get rid of these sirens. Yeah, take care of the spirits. They'll handle the bitch. This bitch. Roger Dodger, guys. I got this. But I still want to do my part. Even if I only do, like, no damage. I do 0 damage. I'm just trying to speed this up. Now, if I had heirlooms, I would definitely be speeding this up. Did he just run out of mana? Yeah, he ran out of mana. Just fighting her to keep my mana up, essentially, at this point. Alright, there we go. Stomp out these fires.
I will make your death slow and painful.
Cry more. Cry more. Alright. Alright. Let's keep it going. Alright, let's move. Come on. She needs to do that fire thing again. Come on, let's go, let's go. I'll probably do this too. I'll probably continue this tomorrow. For tomorrow's video. So it'll be 2 Cataclysm videos.
I'll get the fires this time.
Not so.
Oh.
Sonny!
Oh.
No!
Well.
It be done. Our ancient enemy is defeated.
Fulgen's so cool.
I've been waiting a long time for a chance to avenge my father. A great weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
Just dude dies, does not care.
I must be returning to Dark Spear Hold. Please meet me there once Vanera is done with her healing of the boy.
Yeah. We'll do,
I'm
bro.
afraid there's nothing I can do for our brother. Her power tore away at his soul. I'll send some watchers to get his body so we can offer a proper farewell. I wish I could do more. Vol'jin rushed off in eagerness, but I can take us back to safety. Just give me the word when you're ready, Mon. Talk to me.
Well,
Stay away
as
from
the great show Grand Tour, on that terrible disappointment, let's head back to the tent, or in this case, the Dark Spear Hold. And with that, also, my friends, thank you for watching this video. For this brand new series that I'm going to be coming out and going through here in preparation for Mists of Pandaria Classic. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications to let you guys be informed about when I stream next or when the next video comes out. And leave your comments down below if you have any ideas or suggestions or even tips about what I should do with this character as I am processing through along here in the Cataclysm era, do leave that down below. And until next time, my friends, peace out.